Hi there, this is Emily Nature, and I help smart and successful career women to have fun and success in love, dating, and relationship. In this video, I would like to share with you the 2 real reasons why you haven't been able to find a date. So in working and talking with a lot of women, I have heard a lot of assumptions and theories about why this is the case, and people say it's because of their age, it's because of their appearance, it's because of the area that they live in, they're too old and too fat, and there are way more women than men in where they live, and there is a lack of eligible and dateable men. And I will tell you right off the bat that none of those theories is true. I have coached a lot of women in their early or mid-30s who are extremely beautiful and successful, and they live in so many different parts of the world, and they all face the same challenge. They all have the same complaint. So that must not be it. So what is it? What are the 2 real reasons that you haven't been able to find a date so far? Let me share it with you. Reason number 1. You haven't been dating at all, or you have been getting one foot in and one foot out. So there is no difference between the woman who has gotten herself a date and a really amazing one. There's no difference between that woman and the one who hasn't gotten herself a date. The only difference is that dating is like a game, and when you get into the game, you play the game. Sometimes you get scars, sometimes you get bruised and injury. You just get back up and get back into the game again. But a lot of the women, a lot of what they do and what I see is that they get into the dating game and something unpleasant happened. They have an unpleasant experience, and then they got really scared, and they have a whole lot of thinking about it. And they make it mean something about them, something about the man, something must be wrong with me, something is wrong with them, this is not a good time, this is not a good place. And one unpleasant experience, and they sit on the couch and stay away from dating for 1 month or 2. And that's why they haven't been dating at all. So if that sounds like you, then I want you to know that dating is just another skill. It's like cooking. It's like making money. It's like playing music. It's like riding. It's like driving a car. We don't come into this world knowing this. I never knew how to ride a motorbike before. I never knew how to play a musical instrument before. And unfortunately, dating is one of those skills that we never learned back in school. This is not something that we get taught by our teachers, and our parents are sometimes not very good role models or teachers for us either. So if you want to get good at it, if you want to enjoy it, if you want to get great results out of it, you gotta get yourself into the game and be willing to play the game and sometimes get hurt and get back in and have a lot of practice, experiment, explore, and have fun with it, and be willing to play the game. This is not rocket science. It's just a matter of doing it and staying in the game. You know, I have my fair share of meeting some very strange and weird men, and you know, at the end of the date, sometimes I went home in the past and I was like, what just happened? That was a little bit strange, and did I say something wrong? Didn't I see that coming? Wasn't I clear in my intention, or what message was I giving? But it didn't last for any more than a couple days, and then I totally forgot about it, and I moved on, and I went into dating again, and I met other amazing people. So I didn't let one experience deter and stop me from keep going in. And I certainly didn't make it mean anything about me. It doesn't mean I'm not good enough. Doesn't say it's not a reflection of my character. So I just want to encourage you You know, one reason that you haven't found the one could be you haven't been dating at all. Now, the second reason why you haven't been able to find a date so far, if you have been actively dating, that reason would be you have a blind spot in this area that you're not seeing and no one is pointing it out to you. So because dating is a skill just like any other skill, I'll take playing music, for example. I have been learning how to play a Balinese instrument. And while I can watch online tutorials and learn to figure it out for myself, nothing beats having a teacher sitting right next to me and see what I'm actually doing with my instrument and say, hey, Emily, actually, when you do that, it's not the optimal way. Actually, you should do this. And I would have never been able to find it out for myself if not for having a teacher. So there might be something in the way that you show up around men. There might be something in the way that you come across, something in your energy and your vibe that keeps you, that has you attracting the same kind of men, the same kind of people, going into the same kind of pattern over and over. Maybe it is that you unconsciously, you keep seeking validation and approval from the other person by going into sharing all of your achievements and accomplishments and trying to prove to them just how good and how smart and how successful you are. Or it could be the other direction when you would go into compromising on your own standard and not being honest with yourself about what you need and about your truth in the moment. And it could be any of those patterns, but because it's what you've been doing and no one pointed it out to you, it's a blind spot. So you keep going into that pattern. So those are the two reasons why you might have not been able to find a date so far. So what are you gonna do with it now? I would love to invite you to request for a free 15-minute laser diagnosis session with me, where I'll listen to you about the challenges and difficulties that you're facing right now, and I'll give you a laser diagnosis of what the block is. I'll point out to you what your blind spot is, and then the rest is up to you. So you can click on the link below to request for the free 15-minute laser session with me, and really start doing something differently with your dating life. I love you. Bye.